I think it's time to do some personal quests. I mean, I like the main story and stuff like that, but I feel like it'd be a good time to buckle down on this. So let's go for Lauren's first. Review your party setup before proceeding. Well, okay then. Let's do it. Lauren simply nodded, and they made their way to the Citadel. Lauren was greeted as an unproven princess, but she would leave as something more. A crowd gathered in the Citadel Plaza. The trial of queens started and ended with a public ceremony. How do we begin? I have yet to be told. The crowd parted, and Karen walked up to her daughter. Lauren, I am glad to see my own daughter where I once stood. May you own the pleasure someday as well. The trial of queens takes place below in the reliquary. The door is here. Karen gestured to a great stone door on the side of the castle. Lauren had never paid any attention to it before, but now she realized why. You will go with your servant into those depths. Your trial will be complete when you find yourself out of them again. What will I find there? Only queens shall know. Lauren took in a deep breath, knowing that would be the most she would get out of her mother. Then I will find out. Until then. Lauren moved towards the door, and Saren followed right behind her. The princess looked over at him, and they shared a look. The doors were opened for them, and they both walked slowly into the darkness. They descended deep into the ground. Ancient weapons and other historical Amazonian artifacts lined the walls around them. There were also the mummified remains of great Amazons. The Great Mothers. I am uncomfortable here. Yes, The sound of clattering bones surprised them, and they whirled around to attack. A skeleton stood before them. Another queen has come. I cannot believe it. Hold your weapon. Lauren bravely walked up to the skeleton. It watched her calmly. Are you one of my great mothers? Your land is in famine. What? A child steals food. Do you punish the child? Pardon? Do you punish the child? No, I don't. I wouldn't punish the child's mother. Maybe. I mean, because usually what happens when a kid's acting up, it's because their parents aren't doing something right. So the best way to do that would be to address the whole parental situation there. But I don't want to punish the kid. I'll punish the... The child did not understand, but her mother should have raised her better. Oh. Shit. I guess that was the wrong answer.
Stand aside.
Jeez.
Stand aside. They should have surrendered when they had the chance.
The bones of the Great Mother scattered across the floor. Lauren panted to catch her breath. Who was that? I believe I know. There was a queen who sentenced a child to death in her reign. There were many deaths from starvation that year. Perhaps her spirit regrets her decision. Then, the Great Mothers are warning you not to repeat their mistakes. Another skeleton hobbled into their path, but they were not frightened this time. What does this one have to say? Lauren approached it cautiously. The slaves revolted. They have killed many Amazons. Their fate is in their hand. How do you handle them? Well, the slave revolt... I mean, the fact that they killed people is not very good. But they're slaves, you know? The whole slavery thing, it's not a good thing, guys. Spare them. I would rather find out why they revolted. Our servants work best when their needs are met. Lauren looked over at Saren briefly. The skeleton crumbled. Saren sighed in relief. You answered correctly. Truly. I am answering from my heart, even though it conflicts with tradition. Is the trial broken? They want differently for you, maybe. Lauren was silent a moment and then pressed on. After some time scouring the darkness, yet another skeletal Amazon crossed their path. And what do you wish to teach me? An Amazon has been found in the arms of a man. They are lovers. Who do you kill? Neither of them? Why do I have to kill somebody? Kill them both, I guess. Fuck it. I don't know. I mean... They are both traitors to the Citadel.
Stand aside!
This is not gonna go well. Well, oh well. That happened. Saren looked upon Lauren after surviving the battle with a sore heart. How could she have answered so cruelly? Lauren stood in silence for a long while. Lauren? She turned around with a start. I'm sorry, let's move on. They walked further until they reached the end of the reliquary. There was a similar stone door, which meant they had found their exit. We've made it, Your Highness. I was expecting more. It's no matter. Let us be done with this. I don't like the way this has gone. Ugh. He stepped out into the night and saw that the population had gathered on the other side to welcome them. What? Ooh. Gotta fight her mother. You know what? You know something? I do actually want to go back. I know this is kind of a contradictory thing, but this quest, I want to do it like... I want to feel like I'm doing it right, you know? I want to get a nicer feeling from that. I mean, maybe we're not supposed to get a nicer feeling from that. I don't know. I will speed through this because I've already read all this for you guys. And here comes the Great Mother. Do you punish the child? No, I don't punish the child. The skeleton immediately collapsed. What happened? I'm not sure. Who was that? I believe I know. Yep. And this one, I said the other one. Spare them. Alright, now this one is the difficult one. An Amazon has been found in the arms of a man. I'm gonna create a save here. Because there is something I don't know. Kill the man? Nope. Kill the Amazon. I would punish that Lauren could not think of a faceless Amazon. She could only think of her mother or herself. Lauren swallowed and could not continue. Aha! And then she was very angry. I would not kill either of them. How can you offer me no other option? Why is such a love forbidden at all? The skeleton disappeared from Lauren's view just as she was working herself up. She had to blink a few times to realize she had passed the great mother's question. Saren looked upon his mistress with new eyes. He wasn't expecting that answer, but he was more happy than he realized when she had refused all options. Lauren stood in silence for a long while. Lauren. She turned around with a start. I'm sorry, let's move on. And they found the exit. We made it, Your Highness. I was expecting more. It's no matter. Let us be done with this. Pushed her way, disappointed. Moonlight. They stepped out and saw population had gathered to welcome them. However, instead of being greeted with celebration, all the Amazons were quiet. Lauren was wary as she stepped out in front of them. Queen Karen stepped out from the crowd with her spear ready. A circle formed. I see. I am to duel my own mother. Prove to your people you are worth their loyalty. But she also feared she may lose. Karen was not just one Amazon, but their queen. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Thank God Lauren is fucking overpowered as shit by this point. Victory for Lauren, yay! Karen tumbled and caught herself. She panted and rose to one knee. It was then when the crowd was allowed to celebrate. Karen stood up and smiled at her daughter. Lauren found herself smiling as well. She looked around at the Amazons cheering for her. This is now yours. Lauren looked back at her mother. Karen slipped off a beautiful necklace that Lauren had not noticed before the duel. Karen placed the necklace around Lauren's head and rested it on her shoulders. You have earned the love of your people. May your reign be long. Karen bowed her head slightly, but Lauren bowed even more out of gratitude. Karen laughed. You needn't bow to anyone now. You're still queen, and you have given me a great gift. But it is you that won our duel. They smiled warmly at each other. Saren was finally allowed to join Lauren's side. He beamed at her. Congratulations, Saren. Lauren smiled at him back, and it perplexed those around her, even herself some. She realized then that she was happy she had not only had Saren with her in their reliquary, but that she had known him at all. If she had not known Saren, Lauren's answers would have been much different. Her lessons would not have been learned. I am grateful. Saren didn't understand the depth of her gratitude until much later. The Necklace of Queens. I'm betting that's like an inventory item for... Let's check. Oh yeah, look at that. That's like attack and defense and damage and shit. Okay, do we got a necklace for Amakiki? Do we got one for Ramus? No. Take it. Close that. Alright. Next up. Hey, this is RPG at Will. I hope you liked this episode of Lauren the Amazon Princess. If you want to check out some of my other material, you can click on my channel link below, or you can even subscribe if you'd like. I like to do some silly songs on the side, along with my RPG work. If you want to see some more group-oriented stuff, there's another channel called Gaming Idiots TV that I take part in. That's where we do all our group stuff, so I'll provide a link below if you want to check it out there. See you next time.